Right now, lads, yet again, here we are, back for another rebuild on this channel. And today, we're taking a special trip to the motherland herself, England. Where better to take over world football than from the origin of the beautiful game? In this series, we've been to every corner of the globe. We've been to Spain, America, Blackpool, Liverpool, London. And now here we are. Dial the clock back to summer 2018. We were on top of the world. The whole globe sat and watched in awe as our Lord and Saviour realised his vision. But it was not to be. Glory, eternal life was stolen from us by the Croatians. But it's okay, lads, it's okay. We know already, 2022, it's coming home. But in anticipation of that, we've built a team of good old English lads. So without further ado, let's meet the team. And we're off. Right, so in this rebuild, we're going to be using a 4-3-2-1 formation, like good old Carlo Ancelotti used to use. And we're going to have three forwards in the lineup. Our trident is going to consist of Lewis Watson, our 90-rated LAM, though he's listed as a cam. He's a brilliant finisher, excellent pace merchant, good dribbler, and yeah, he's going to deliver a lot of goals and assists this season. Next to him, we've got Taylor Carter, who's got 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot, good old-fashioned number 9. He can do a bit of everything. Attack, defend, press, and yeah, he's an integral part of this team. And then out on the right wing, or right attacking midfield, we've got Charlie Watson, who's a jack of all trades, as you can see by his stats. He's got 81 pace, 82 dribbling, 84 shooting, 85 passing. Doesn't excel at anything in particular, but he's good at everything. And also, he's got 4-star skills and 5-star weak foot, so he's versatile as well. He can play pretty much centre mid, cam, he can play left wing, can play right wing, can play left mid, right mid, can play striker if we need him to. He's a very important player that we have in this side. Next up, we have our midfield three. We've got Jay Hall playing in the wide left region. He's going to be whipping in lots of crosses off his wand of a left peg. He's got 94 pace, 84 shooting, 88 passing, 89 dribbling. Generally really versatile, very useful player. And yeah, he's stationed next to our CDM and captain, Archie Harrison, who's got that 5'5", middle of the park destroyer vibe, kind of like Kante or Torreira or even Alan. And yeah, he's 2-footed, brilliant passer, brilliant shooter, decent dribbler, and yeah, he can do it all pretty much. Next time we've got Sam Griffiths, who's my favourite player here. He's got 88 pace, 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot, very low defensive work rate, but all in all, we don't really need him to do much defensive work. We just need him to progress the ball, and he does that brilliantly. Right, finally, we've got our back four. Oh wait, not finally, we've got one more section of the pitch to cover. We've got our back four. Left back, we've got Nick Antoine-Yame. Yep, love it. Very ethnically relevant name here. But yeah, he's a brilliant left back, bit like Chilwell, 3-star, 3-star, quick, decent dribbler, decent crosser, decent physical, decent defensively. Bit of a Swiss Army penknife of a player, can use him anywhere. Next time we've got Lewis Price, our left-sided CB. Man's 88 overall, he's got 86 pace, so he's rapid. 64 shooting, 72 passing, 73 dribbling, 89 defensive, 81 physical. I think he's our vice captain in this side. So yeah, when Harrison's not playing, Lewis Price gets the armband. Then we've got George Jackson and Adetayo Naylor on the right side of the defense. And yeah, they do a very good job on their right side, kind of marshalling and keeping us safe. Now finally, we're on to the keepers. We've got Isaac Edwards, who's our main starting keeper, and Ethan Mitchell, who's on the bench. And yeah, although our defense looks really good on paper, it's not that great in game. And Isaac Edwards will be required to save us on many occasions. Ethan Mitchell does a decent job as well. I only really kept him because I couldn't be bothered to find another 80 rated keeper. Every other keeper I found like was 88, 89 rated, and I don't need two 89 rated keepers in my team. And so yeah, he gets the nod. Now, after the absolute state of a bench that we had in the Barcelona career mode, your boy went all out here. We've got a mad subs bench here. We've got Elliot Cooper on the top left, who's going to be our replacement on the left side. We've got a couple of decent centre-backs in Kayla Dunn and Mark Spencer. We've got a replacement striker up here in Charlie Allen, a 6'6" brick shithouse. Lance Allen is going to be our main wing replacement. We've got Joe Freestone, who's a decent centre mid. He's going to be covering the defensive area of the pitch. We've got a Hudson Odoi in our ranks, who's only 76 rated, but I've kept him just for his name. I love the name. And then we've got the Ginger Ninja Stephen Byrne, And Taylor Shaw, who's kind of like a cam, striker, winger, a bit of everything. He's got 5-star, 5-star, 84 dribbling, 88 pace. Just a useful player to have in the team. Anyhow, now that you've been introduced to the boys, let's get into gameplay. Now, as we won the league the previous season, our first game has us up against Man City in the Community Shield. It's a pretty dead game up until the 82nd minute, where we launch this absolutely devastating counter-attack. Watson cuts inside onto his left and spreads it wide to the other Watson. However, I only just noticed we have 2 Watsons in our team. Anyway, simple as that. Cheeky finish. 1-0 to give us the title. Our first foray into league action comes at Everton. Go up north. Absolute slobber knocker of a game at Goodison Park. Actually, that's a lie. It's not a slobber knocker. It's a massacre. First goal in our team coming from Sam Griffiths out on the right. 1-0 in the 14th minute. Our man Lewis Watson, who won us the Community Shield, goes for goal. Absolute peach of a shot. Unlucky not to get it top bins. Second goal comes from Taylor Carter in the middle. Absolutely murked their entire defence there. Oh my days. 2-0 in the 25th minute. Man like Carter's not done badding up Everton's backline, and he adds an assist to his goal. Spots the run of Lewis. Cheeky through ball. 3-0. This is liquid football, lads. Southgate-esque. We have man like Lewis Watson making a run, linking up the play. And look at this ball from Carter. That is disgusting. Oh my word. How dare you? Oh no, the finish as well. Is that the hat-trick? Unfortunately not, lads. In our first campaign game of the season, Lewis Watson bags 2. 1 for Taylor Carter and then 1 for Sam Griffiths. On to the next one. Oh, actually, hang on. I forgot about this. We have to buy a second right back because we have no depth on the right-hand side there. So picking up this lad called Harry Cotton. Rather unfortunate name, but oh well, we don't judge. 24-year-old from Hoffenheim, 79 rated, decent pace, crossing, proper Swiss Army penknife of a player. Real deal modern fullback. Gonna slap him on a 4-year contract. And we're going to be giving him 100k with a $1 million signing on bonus, I guess. Money not a problem for us. Weird to say that about Southend United, but yeah, money is just an inevitable byproduct of success in this game. Oh, and before anyone asks, man like Harry Cotton's also English. Every player in this game that we buy is English, and Scout is English, so yeah, we don't stray too far from the motherland. Next up, lads, we've got Chelsea FC on the cards at Stamford Bridge. We're going to be looking to slap them about in their own backyard. Let's see what we can get from this, lads. Right off the bat, our high press wins the ball back in their half. Watson finds Carter. Man sets up his mate. Watson's through on goal. And bang! Top bins. Naught they could do about it. Not going to lie, we're caught lacking here. Equaliser comes minutes later. But it's not a problem, because our boys only know how to win. Watson with the absolute rifle shot in the top bins. Keeper didn't even see it coming. We run a surprisingly tight ship at the back, leaving no gaps for Chelsea to exploit. Pass the ball around, move around the defence, and try and find a gap to slip into. Eventually we find the gap, and it's Jay Hall to put the game to bed for us. Our left winger and vice captain slips the ball just past the keeper, and thanks to deflection, finds the bottom right corner. And now our 4th goal, lads. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a little bit filthy. Carter spreads it wide, finds Watson. Hard back heel, Hall. Into play, Carter back to Watson. Onto his stronger foot, slips it past the keeper. Had the defence on strings. And that's the hat-trick for our left attacking midfielder. And if you think we're done there, you are mistaken. As the famous Alan Shearer once said, what's better than 4 goals? 5. Don't quote me on that. And just like that, after a disappointingly comfortable victory against Chelsea, man like Watson collects the ball. 3 goals from 4 shots, job done. As you can see here, not much surprise in Lewis Watson getting the Man of the Match award after scoring 3. 9.5 from Carter, decent performance. 9.5 from Jay Hall, got a golden assist. And yeah, decent run out from the lads. On to the next one. Now, as you know, when you're the new kid on the block, there is no better way to make your name known than beating up the biggest kid in the playground. And here we have Manchester United, the titan of English football, facing off against Southend United, the titan in the making. Here we go, lads. Let's show him who's boss. We get off to an absolutely flying start, pinning them back in their own half, winning a corner early in the game. Cross whipped in by Griffiths, cleared off the line by Upamecano. We failed to make any trouble for Man U from the set piece, but no worries, lads. We're in the mood today. You can tell the goal is coming any minute now. Our team's flexibility proves too much for Man U. We can go from possession-based football to some rapid slingshot counter-attacks. Griffiths is found in space. He rolls it off for Hall. And Hall opens our account. There we go. 1-0 to Southend United. Gallard takes a hit. But you know the drill, lads. We're never safe on 1-0. Watson picks up the ball in our half, opens the taps, and just blitzes through the midfield. He sees the run of Griffiths, finds the wide man out on the flanks. Low-driven cross. Oh, Carter can't quite finish it. Come on, lads. More of the same. We've got them shaking in their boots. And here we go. 67th minute. 10 quid to anyone who can guess who gives us the second goal. It's that guy again. Man like Lewis Watson. Number 19. LW19. Man's shirts are flying off the shelves. Sorry, is that... Did someone just say Ballon d'Or? And yeah, now, lads, I know 2 goals against Man United is cool, but you know what will be really cool? Imagine if we got 3 goals against them. We're on flames! We are on flames! Now, I know, lads, it probably looks a bit sus with all these mad scorelines, but I promise I'm playing Legendary, because 18 only goes up to Legendary, not Ultimate. I've got 0 ball control error for the computer, 0 shot error, 0 pass control error, and 80% goalkeeper ability. So, you know, it's just this team is absolute levels. So there we go, lads. Lewis Watson gets yet another Man of the Match award. Man has been on fire since the beginning of the season. Taylor Carter's also been a mad performer. 9.3, he got a goal as well. Hall decent as well with a goal and an assist. I mean, he got a goal. And yeah, just generally a good performance from the lads. On to the next one. Looks like we'll be conquering England in no time. Right, now, here we go. Off to the Emirates to face Arsene Wenger's Arsenal. And now in this save, Arsenal are the first team to fall out of the top 6. So they're relative minnows in this game. Shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Got man like Hall on the break. The through ball. Cut back by Antonyame. Ooh! Watson finds the top bins. Man like Lewis Watson is on a mad one right now. Boy just cuts back. Places it and strokes it home. Into the top bins. 1-0 to Southend United. Our next goal is some beautiful play. Watson cuts back. Sees the man running off his shoulder. Griffiths goes to the near post. The box is congested. He couldn't find the cross, but it's alright. He applied the finishing touch. Ooh, this next goal's saucy. Good example of our lightning fast counter-attacks. Watson pushes the ball wide. Finds Hall. Cuts inside. Into the box, sees Carter, over the keeper, and he heads it home. Simple as. 3-0. You know, as an Arsenal fan, it's actually really reassuring to watch this game and see that in the year 2031, our defensive problems still haven't been solved. Oh, Arsene. Big Daddy Wangs. Oh shit, what's this? Griffiths found out wide. Whips in the cross. Oh, oh, Watson's got a second. Fucking hell. Just too much sauce. And you know what? We don't fuck around in this league. 4-0 in the 80th minute. Doesn't matter. We bring on a striker and a winger and an attacking midfielder. And we go for another one. Our big brig shithouse of a striker, Charlie Allen, puts Hall through. Hall spots the run of Watson. And the finish. 5-0. Southend United have just emasculated Arsenal. And what's that now? Chelsea, United, City, and now Arsenal. That's 4 of the top 6 down. 2 to go. Now we're going to take a look at the performance ratings here. We've got Antoine Yame's got a 9.6. 9.6 for Jay Hall. Lewis Watson's got 9.6. Charlie Watson's got 9.5. I think the lowest rating of the team is 7 by Charlie Allen. But he was a sub, so you can't really blame him. And Harrison got a 7.8. Not great, but you know what? Can't complain. Decent showing from the lads. Anyhow, as you know, the plan is for us to take over the world. England rising to the peak of the globe once again. And so we can't do that if we just stay in the Premier League all day. Exactly. So we're moving on to Sevilla in Champions League action. We're going to be fielding our second side for this. Got our big brick shithouse of a striker. 6'6" Charlie Allen. Absolute mad lad. And it's King to get us started off with the first chance of the game. Misses a header very narrowly. But it's all good. Lance Allen's whipping in the crosses all day long. And he finds Shaw, who smacks a left foot volley into the top left bins. Second team's not bad, you know, actually. Pretty lethal. Won't lie, the first half is all us. I don't even think Sevilla get into our half in the first 20 minutes. And here we have just an idea of how dominant we are in this game. Allen whips in yet another cross. King finds the volley, but he can't quite get it on target. It's alright, son, you'll get your goal. As the game progresses, though, you get a bit lackadaisical. Well, is that even how you pronounce that word? Can't remember. But we give away a free kick, and look at this jam. That is the epitome of an EA goal. Are you mad? But to be honest, our defense is leaky in our second team. I'm probably going to still field it because we've got a supercharged attack. But in the latter stages of this competition, I'll definitely put first team players in it as well. Anyhow, in the second half, Sevilla gained their foothold again, and I don't even know what's going on here. Our man got sent for a hot dog. Then they start just knocking it around for fun, and eventually find the back of the net. And we go behind for the first time in this episode, I think. But it's alright, we managed to sneak a point, thanks to this excellent pressing from Shaw. Puts the ball through to King, who, as I said, finally gets his goal in the 89th minute. Well done, son. Determination wins at the end of the day, you know. Never give up. Can't lie, though. A little disappointed that our first European game ends with 1 point shared. But it's alright. We return to the Premier League in style. Our game against Brighton's kicked off by a quick-fire brace from Watson. Outside the box, finds the top bins. Then man like Sam Griffith sets him up for his second. Whips in a cross. Brings it down, volleys it into the bottom right. That's 3-0 to Southend United. Just realised I lost the footage of the first goal. I can't remember who scored it. I guess we'll see at the end. Anyhow, we've got one more here. Hull spreads it out to Allen. Allen finds Watson, who crosses it in. And it's the 6'6" monster of a man who heads it home to make it 4-0. Right, now we need to put our best foot forward if we're going to conquer Europe. So we're going to go with a good old-fashioned Brexit 4-4-2 formation. We're going to have Shaw and Allen up top, Hudson-Odoi at left wing. That's Nathan Hudson-Odoi, not Callum. King and Freeson in the middle, Allen right wing, and back four of O'Keefe, Killer Dunn, Spencer, Cotton, and Mitchell between the sticks. Now, in our next round of Champions League fixtures, we're facing Bordeaux. And it's Malcolm, who hasn't yet moved, who drills across the box to find Hudson-Odoi, the real one, not our one, who smacks into the top of the net, and it's 1-0 to Bordeaux in the 13th. But we don't have to wait long for us to draw level. It's our man Jamie King who ends the Bordeaux, whatever they're called. He ends the lead by smacking one into the top right bins from outside the box. But we are not settling for a draw today. It's our man Tyler Shaw who puts us in the lead. Spreads the ball wide to Allen. Allen beats his man. He's clearly exhausted. Look at that red bar. Pulls it across. Allen can't quite finish. Shaw pokes it home with his toe. There we go. 2-1 to Southend United. But does it last? Absolutely not. Moreno finds a ball to Malcolm, who sets up Maxi outside the box. And look at this first time finish. Jesus Christ. Can't lie, I'm kind of miffed he isn't English. I'd definitely pick him up otherwise. Absolutely thunder cunted that into the back of the net. Right, now let's have a look at some of our lads' numbers from the season. Starting with goals. Jesus Christ! Alright then, calm down, my son. 17 and 17, are you mad? Actually mental. Allen's got 14 and 15 as well. Jeez. 6, 5, 5, 4. Everyone else seems to be pitching in as well, but oh my days. Strikers are on it, you know. And it looks like Griffiths is running away with it with the assists. 13. That's 11 in the league. 11 and 10. No, I'm actually pretty gassed with that. That's decent. Let's break some records. Next up on the agenda, we're going to continue our European adventure. There's our final game of the group stages of the Champions League. Up against Porto of Portugal. And it's Freestone to open our game up. Beautiful finish. Strokes home the shot from outside the box and finds the top bins. 80 overall, but plays like he's 90. We've seen so many of those in this series. We're not done there. Shaw slides it across for Allen. And it's 2-0 in the 34th minute. Here we sit firmly in the driver's seat, lads. No, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but like, what the fuck was that? Anyway, after, you know what, the less said about that, the better. After that, Hudson-Odoi finds a pass through to Allen, who walks through the defence and finds the bottom left corner, making it 3-0 in the 62nd minute for us. As it stands, it looks like we're going to be going through to the round of 16. At the end of 90 minutes, it's Hudson-Odoi to take home the Man of the Match award. We've got 3 10 out of 10 performances here. Jesus Christ. 9.4 for Freestone, 9.4 for Allen, 8.5 for O'Keefe. Yeah, it just looks like a top shelf performance from all of the lads here. King went off with his 8.3 despite that miss. And we move on. I'll take a quick peek at some of the player stats in the Premier League. Top of the score sheet is Lewis Watson, 18. He's got 10 more than second place. Griffiths got 7, Carter with 6, Hall with 5. And then we got Griffiths and Hall topping the assist charts. Griffiths with 11, Hall with 7, Carter, Harrison, Watson. Jeez, it's all Southend United in the top 5 of the assist charts. Only thing that sucks is I'm not sure which Watson's which here. I'm guessing it's Charlie Watson who's got more assists because Lewis Watson's more of the scorer than the assister. And then more importantly, we're going to look at the Premier League table. Southend United at the top by, oh my gosh, we've almost doubled the second place. Jesus. 0 losses, 0 draws. Unbeaten, and we've won every game of the season so far. 45 goals for. 7 goals against, are you mad? Jeez, we are breaking records left, right and centre here, boys. This is mad. I don't even know what to say. If that doesn't prove that England is the greatest nation to have ever been conceived of on this planet, I don't know how much more proof I can provide. Yeah, no, we've blown all of the previous career modes out of the water with this one, lads. I could not be happier that I did this one. Anyhow, our next domestic matchup comes up against Brentford, and it's us to draw blood first against the London club. Hull whips in across to the back post, Griffiths in the right place, volleys it into the top bins, and it's 1-0. The king of assists gets himself onto the score sheet early on. As I mentioned earlier, Arsenal were the first of the clubs to fall out of the top 6, and they were replaced by Brentford, who turned out to be a surprisingly tough matchup for us. Nothing we can't handle though. Watson puts Carter through, striker breaks into the box, spots on a Watson, and the man who started the move finishes it off in the end as well. And after providing one, Carter decides it's his turn. Man picks the pocket of the defender, cuts back, spots a gap, puts the one on his stronger foot, sets himself for a banger from outside the box. 3-0 to us. And prepare yourself for the most perfectly weighted pass you've ever seen. Are you mad? Oof. Ooh. Jesus Christ. The quality in this team. We can't be stopped. Anyway, we move on to our cup match against QPR in the Emirates FA Cup. I'm pretty much going to be simming all of our cup games because who actually cares? And also, we've won these cups so many different times in all the different career modes we've done. We're really focusing on taking over England and the world with nothing but English lads in our team. So, I'll have a quick peek at the score. It's 2-1, 3-1. Allen with a brace. Can we sneak a cheeky fourth? Yes, we can. That's Watson who gets on the score sheet. It's 4-1 to Southend. Now as we head into January, our supercharged attack experiences a bit of a slump in form. Against Bolton, the first game of the January transfer window, we really struggled to get onto the score sheet. Our front three, who'd been in stellar form up until this point, failed to get any kind of foothold in the game. And to compound that, we give away an easy free kick in the 56th minute. No, I won't lie. If anything proves that this is just not going to be our day, it's this chance here. Harrison puts Watson through. Basically one-on-one. Can't even hit the target. Unfortunately, our slump persists throughout the month of January. And it's not until February, where we face Manchester United for the second time this season, that our form picks up. It's Griffiths carrying the ball in the middle of the pitch. Spots a gap, slips Carter through, applies the finish. 1-0 to Southend United. But today it seemed like the Mancs were up for it. They weren't looking to get another 3-0 slapping like they did early in the season. We managed to equalise shortly after we score, courtesy of Tammy Abraham. Not gonna lie though, goal felt a bit jammy. Are you actually fucked? What the fuck? What? No, I just said the other goal was jammy. What is this, EA? Nah, bruv, these men are taking the piss, you know? Someone's trying to fight. Someone is actually trying to fight me. Oh my days. Nah, fuck off. Actually, fuck off, EA. How has that happened? Now, obviously, after that, these brothers deserve a punishing. And I'm gonna again, 10 quid to who can guess who gives them the punishing they deserve. Oh, there he is. The man has struck again. He is our Drogba, you know. Game ain't over till Lewis Watson's on the score sheet. Oh my days, what is this? What is this? That's a lie. That is a lie. Are you mad? Holy shit! No. It's done. Again, it's happened again. It's done. Player of the season is decided. It can't be anyone else. How do you do that? Man like Lewis Watson. It's the Watson connection. Watson and Watson. We are blessed in this career mode. I'm not even going to lie. And you know what? Fuck it. We've got this far. Why not go for the win? Price on the ball. Looks for options. Finds Griffiths out wide. Puts Taylor through. Are you mad? Get fully fucked. That is how we do it at Southend United. Oh my gosh. Nah, that one was not good for my fucking blood pressure. Jesus. Right, so after narrowly snatching the crown of dominant power in English domestic football from Manchester United, we turn our attention back to the Champions League, where we'll be looking to conquer Europe and prove that England is still by far the greatest nation on this continent. Unfortunately though, proving that proves to be a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. We got off to a pretty poor start and concede in the first 8 minutes of the game. 1-0 to RB Leipzig. You know what? It's only just occurred to me now. I probably should have played more first team players. Yeah, I really can't be relying on the second team to carry us through the latter stages of the Champions League, can we? And you know what? Looking back at this, it's no wonder we lost. Like, the 4-4-2 just doesn't work in this situation. Look how much space there is out wide. Hall and Griffiths would have had a field day. Jesus. Not to mention we'd have had a much better keep and a much better back line. You know what? Watching this has taught me something. It's clearly not because I'm such a great defender that we have the least conceded goals in the Premier League. It's just that I score so much, and you can't concede when you're scoring all the time. I feel like an actual manager right now, reviewing footage and that. Fucking hell. So yeah, the first of the round of 16's 2 legs ends in disappointment for us. We don't even get an away goal to take home. But yeah, you can only do what we can with what we have. Onwards and upwards, lads. We've got a bit of a mountain to climb now. Right, so your boy spazzed a little bit here. Yeah, the footage from the second leg of that game corrupted. And spoiler alert, we lose 3-1. It is not coming home. My lack of any sort of human intelligence aside, we still have 2 more games to play. First of which coming against Manchester City. We take an early lead thanks to Allen. But the citizens equalised soon after, courtesy of Diallo. Bit of a jammy goal, but oh well. Then my least favourite player in FIFA history gets on the score sheet with a near post banger. Honest to God, fuck Gabriel Jesus. But it's alright. We get a bit of jam as well. 2-2 is the final score. And with that, Southend United are crowned champions of England. Not that you're going to get to see it, because I'm a twat and I forgot to record the celebrations. I skipped past them there. But there we go. Some photographic evidence that we win the league with 99 points. Or 100, as you will see once we beat Brentford, which is our last game of the season. But on a more important note, this is so much more than just a title win. This is so much more than just a piece of silverware for a team. This here is proof that England, that Blighty, that Great Britain, is the greatest nation in existence. The fact that a squad of lowly youths can be plucked from each of the deepest, darkest corners of this great island and be brought together with one common goal, to realise the vision and the dream of our great Lord and Saviour, Sir Gareth Southgate, to recreate the events of the summer of 2018, the greatest year of our lives, and most importantly, to bring football back home. Each of these 22 youths have gone far and beyond the call of duty, exceeding our expectations. Actually, they quite underwhelmed us because we were expecting the Champions League, but you know what? It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. Right, now that I've stumbled my way through that in the dark, it's time to bring it over the finish line now. Come on, lads, from the off. Right now, boys, in this game, just like the other game, we're going to have to keep our wits about us. Brentford can be tricky customers if you let them. And just as I say that, Watson's caught dilly-dallying on the ball. And just watch this play. It makes no sense to me. Keeper stood rooted to the spot. And you know what? It's pretty clear that we've got the league in the bag because fucking hell, Brentford runs circles around us. You could not be this comfortable, lads. But you know what? After some stiff words from the sideline from the gaffer, we kick our asses into gear. There we go. Cotton draws us level. And then just pre this counter-attack. This is vintage Southend United. This is the shit that got us to the top of the table in the first place. No, family, allow it. No, allow it actually. Fucking hell. The way man struck that first time on the half volley. Jesus. No, that shot was peng. That shot was pith. And just like that, yet another season is brought to a close. It was a good run, lads. You can be proud of yourselves. You've brought glory back home. Right, and now it's time for us to look at our season in numbers and our season overview. Starting with goals, we've got Lewis Watson taking the top spot with 33 goals in all competitions. I think that's a new record for us in this series. Ferrabori Bowdry got 28 in the Barcelona career mode, and no one's got more than that, I don't think. In second place, we've got Allen and Carter, both of whom are strikers, and both managed 19, which is pretty impressive. Jay Hall got 14 from the left wing, very impressive there as well. Sam Griffiths and Harrison, more surprisingly, got 11. Harrison from CDM got 11 goals this season. Madness. And Charlie Watson on the right attacking midfield position got 9. Now we look at the assists column. Man like Sam Griffiths got 20 assists. This was a record in this series, I think. And on top of that, Jay Hall got 19, which is also a record. Charlie Watson got 13 from the right attacking midfield position. Taylor Carter got 11 from striker. And man like Archie Harrison's done a mazza and got 9 assists in all competitions, putting his total goal contributions tally to 20 from centre defensive midfield. And if you thought that was mad, it gets even worse. Man managed 22 clean sheets, so he's been incredibly productive going forwards and in the defensive area. And he's tied for top spot with Edwards, the keeper, and Price, the centre-back. And in second place, we've got Cotton, Antoine and Jackson for 21 clean sheets. Joe Freestone, slight drop-off here with 7. Naylor and Spencer got 6 each. And finally, Ethan Mitchell with 5. And now we're going to look at the final column, the ratings. Charlie and Lewis Watson, along with Sam Griffiths, managed to get 8.4 throughout the season. Very deserved in my opinion. Jay Hall's done a mazza as well, got 8.2. Harrison, Jackson, Carter got 8.10, tied in third place. Lewis Price got 8. And Nicky Antuiname, our left back, got 7.9. On the whole team's been very productive this season and couldn't be happy with the performance. And now, as we've done so many times before, we look back on some of the best moments of this season, starting with this rocket from Watson from just outside the box. Man's laid off by Harrison before he spanks it home from 19 yards. Now our second place pick for goal of the season comes against Chelsea. Cotton picks the pocket of the Chelsea defender, finds Carter up top. Now just pre the link-up play between Watson, Hall and Carter here. It's just triangles, lads. Triangles all day long, and he slots it home. And it's a man like Jay Hall to take home the goal of the season. In our final game against Brentford, The skipper's found by Charlie Allen with the ball over the top. He runs it into the box and then volleys it into the bottom right corner. And now move on to the assist of the season, starting with this perfectly weighted through ball by Jay Hall to find Carter, who chips the keeper and wheels away celebrating our 4th goal against Brentford. And now we've got this absolutely mad cross from Allen to find Shaw, who volleys it home on his left foot against Sevilla. And our assist of the season comes from Carter, with this absolute filth against Everton. Man spots one of Lewis. Oh, the cheek! And it's a decent finish from Watson as well. Now, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know I hate giving the Player of the Season award to whoever scored the most goals. But honestly, I don't see how I can give it to anyone else after this season. My man Watson went through a season-long purple patch, coming in clutch for us whenever we needed him. Honestly, it feels weird to call him a cam or a lamb, because he was just everywhere. He played left back, centre mid, right back, striker. Whenever we needed someone tracking a run, whenever we needed someone pressing, whenever we needed a goal or an assist, he showed up. Now look at that, 73rd minute, man wins the ball, runs the length of the pitch, and assists the equaliser. And here again, man's getting on the end of a cross of a move that he started. Honestly, one of my favourite players in any career mode. And with that statement, my next video is actually going to be my favourite players from all of the rebuilds we've done so far. Kind of as a way to symbolise the end of my FIFA 18 videos. I've been waiting to get FIFA 20. I was going to get FIFA 19, but I was late on that ship. So the next video you see of this type, hopefully, will be FIFA 20. I'll be doing other videos as well in the meantime, like ATF. I'm going to start an Arsenal series because I'm an Arsenal fan and I have a lot of opinions about that team. And yeah, I'm really happy with this video. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you again in FIFA 20.